been practicing law in Anderson County for over 30 years. He knows our community, our people, and our values. He's a conservative with the experience and temperament you want in a judge. He listens courteously, considers thoughtfully, and upholds the law. That is why Governor Bill Lee appointed him to the bench. The Republican primary is March 5th. Let's keep Jamie Brooks as our Republican chancellor in Anderson County.
Hey, welcome. It's me, Coach DJ Pendergrass, live here on Exigent Sports. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy New Year. I hope you had enough money to pay your bills on the 1st. But we're excited. We have a loaded show today. Jaheim Merriweather is committed to Purdue. We also have Bolo Player of the Week, Jaden Capshaw. And we have Oak Ridge legend, Lindsey Walker Green, her husband, Sean Green. But right here, right now, what we have is Mia Green. Hello. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm excited to have you on. You are a superstar. And I do want you to give me an autograph before you leave. You laugh, I mean that. And one day I think it's going to be worth a lot of money. I won't ever cash in on it. I will bring it back to you when that day comes, okay?
Okay.
How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm excited, especially because you're here. You're a superstar. You've been playing ball. I've been watching you play ball since you was this little, and you have been hooping. What's your love for basketball? How'd that come about?
Well, really, at first, I didn't really like basketball. I started off playing soccer. Soccer was my sport. My mom eventually talked me into playing, and then watching my brother, I started falling in love with it.
Yeah, and your brother's tough too. How's he doing?
He's good.
Good. When did you start playing ball with the high school girls?
I started competing with high school my 5th grade year, and yes, I started practicing with the high school varsity team at Webb.
Wow.
And then my 8th grade year, that's when I had my first high school game.
Wow, you hear this? You start practicing. So how did you favor? The speed of the game is so much different in high school. How did you favor going out with those high school girls?
My dad, he put me playing with the boys, so
yeah.
It wasn't very much big of a difference, so I was ready for it.
Absolutely, and that was one of the questions I want to ask, too. Have you always just played with girls?
No.
Play with some of the boys as well?
Yes.
Well, how important is school to you?
It's very important. Obviously, I have to have education to play basketball, but also it's very important to have education because it opens up opportunities for a career later on in life.
Absolutely. No doubt about that. So what are your plans? What are your plans for after high school? Do you plan to play collegiate ball?
Yes, I do. I really want to play D1 basketball.
D1. Then do you have a D1 school that you would love to go to?
Not at the moment. No, I'm still looking.
Okay. Well, I'm excited for your venture there. I know you've gotten. I've seen some Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Anybody else you've been to that's kind of interested?
Georgia Tech. I just got back from a visit from Duke. Tennessee. I've been to Tennessee, Miami. Did I say Georgia Tech? Yes.
Yep,
and UTC.
Wow. So if you had to pick today, where you going?
I still don't know yet. I'm still looking.
So what helps you decide exactly what you want out of basketball and where you want to go?
Obviously, I want to find the coach that fits best for me, somewhere that I can play and that they will teach me to be a better person as growing up.
Absolutely, because that's very important.
Yes.
It is very important. What suggestions would you give a young athlete, your age or younger, that's, following you, that's looking up to you? What suggestions would you give them?
I would definitely say work hard, stay in the gym, put in the extra work, but also learn to sacrifice things like missing out, hanging with friends, events, and parties and stuff.
Y'all heard it here. Sacrifice. Things like partying, hanging out with friends. You have to put in the work to be able to produce the type of skill. So how do you prepare yourself like for a practice or for games? Like, what do you do?
Usually I put my headphones on.
Yeah.
I take a minute for myself before, and then I'm just ready to go after.
Yeah, okay, that is awesome. I'll have to know, and everybody here wants to know, what's your dream job?
Definitely to play in the WNBA.
Awesome. And I want to hear you say that. I talk to a lot of athletes here, obviously, and I've even spoken to a player development coach at Seattle Seahawks for football. And I always tell people, you know, if the pros is where you want to go, you can make it.
Yes.
Don't count out all the other options other than a player, because there's coaches, there's trainers, there's people that's recruiting, you know, there's people that cook, there's lawyers and finance people, like all under one building. So I know you have the skills to pay the bills, but I always look forward to, if anything was to happen, that you can always still make it to the WNBA. And I plan to see you in the WNBA. Yes, this is a big star for me. I have chill bumps all through me right now because this is huge, and we're going to get that autograph. Who do we have on the bench?
My mom, Lindsey Green.
Lindsey Green. Now, Lindsey Walker Green, a lot of you folks may know her from Oak Ridge. She is an Oak Ridge High School legend, once played with Coach Jill Pruden. Coach Jill Pruden is one of the hardest Oak Ridge Lady Wildcat coaches that I do know. So let's ask Lindsey over on the bench how was it playing for Coach Jill Pruden?
Chancellor Jamie Brooks has been practicing law in Anderson County for over 30 years. He knows our community, our people, and our values. He's a conservative with the experience and temperament you want in a judge. He listens courteously, considers thoughtfully, and upholds the law. That is why Governor Bill Lee appointed him to the bench. The Republican primary is March 5th. Let's keep Jamie Brooks as our Republican chancellor in Anderson County.
Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Scotty Dykes. While the insurance industry has changed over the years, our office offers auto, home, life, mortgages, and many other banking services, including retirement planning. So please give our office a call, text us, or email us, and we'll be happy to do business with you.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
All right, we're back. Now, we have Lindsey Walker on the bench, and we're going to ask her a few questions. Lindsey, how was it playing for Coach Jill Pruden?
I think it was hard, but also great. And I would say not just Coach Pruden, but also Coach Berkey. They sort of came in a package deal. But, you know, they definitely, you know, we've spent a lot of time lot of running, a lot of boxing out doorways, but it did definitely get us prepared to play at the college level.
Absolutely. And speaking of the college level, what was your preparation for collegiate ball, and where did you play?
So I played at Berry College, and I guess my path was a little bit different because my senior year in high school, I ended up getting sick, and I was spent about 2 weeks in the hospital in ICU. So I didn't end up finishing my senior year at Oak Ridge. So I had to get back in shape before I went to play at Berry. And it was a lot of running during the summer for sure.
Well, tell me, what is your inspiration for young athletes like your daughter and younger and even, you know, boys and girls that have aspirations to play collegiate ball?
My inspiration?
Yeah, what would you say to inspire them? Like, what guidance would you give them to assure that they are on the right track?
You know, just keep putting in the work and working hard. And you know, there's playing college basketball. There's so many different levels of it, and you can do it if you put your mind to it.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody wants to know, what is your dream job?
Wow, that's a hard one. Honestly, I would say I am probably doing it. I own my own accounting firm now, and so I would say that probably would be my dream job.
Absolutely, and that is amazing. Now, I told you I was going to put you on the spot. I want to know, name some of those great athletes that you play with at Oak Ridge High School.
Oh, I can do that. It's not on the spot. I played with Aaron Young, Jennifer McGinnis, Aaron McGinnis, Leah Sharp, Shanae Lenore, Jennifer Raby, Carrie Johnson. I played Keisha Mitchell, Lynn Mitchell. I played with we had a good few years that we had a lot of great players. Malia Jordan was another one.
Yes, yes.
And actually, me and Malia got to play against each other in college as well.
Oh, really?
I'm
a huge fan of Malia Jordan. You too, though. Like, to see Malia and to see you at the basketball courts in Oak Ridge at the gym, like, all the guys knew that it wasn't going to be an easy feat. Like, you had to get out there. I mean, you girls could hoop. Like, you really hoop.
Well,
so did you play with guys a lot as you grew up?
I did, actually, and you'll talk to him shortly. That's how I met my husband, playing at the basketball courts.
Awesome, awesome. Wow. Well, getting ready to meet Sean Green. That was an amazing interview. Mia, I had to get your autograph before you leave here. Okay, so in between this, and I'm going to record it. I'm going to take a picture because it's not worth nothing if I don't. Okay. They can say it's fake if not. But we're going to take another small commercial break. I mean, very small. And we're going to be right back, and we're going to see what Sean Green has to say.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
Daniel Forrester has been trusted by Anderson County families for nearly 2 decades. Daniel has appeared in Anderson County Chancery, Circuit, Sessions, and Juvenile Court thousands of times over the past decade. A Rule 31 mediator, Daniel has been trusted to mediate hundreds of cases across Anderson County. A community leader, Daniel has worked closely with local officials to make Anderson County a better place. A conservative and dedicated husband and father, Daniel's faith has shaped his character and integrity. On March 5th, vote Daniel Forrester for Anderson County Chancellor.
Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Scotty Dykes. While the insurance industry has changed over the years, our office offers auto, home, life, mortgages, and many other banking services, including retirement planning. So please give our office a call, text us, or email us, and we'll be happy to do business with you.
We should never lose sight of our health. To keep moving forward, let's not forget everything we've learned. Limit the salty food options. Make your own daily exercise routine. And always receive regular checkups. More than anything, we have learned how important these small steps can make a big difference. So we can all continue to move forward together.
Chancellor Jamie Brooks has been practicing law in Anderson County for over 30 years. He knows our community, our people, and our values. He's a conservative with the experience and temperament you want in a judge. He listens courteously, considers thoughtfully, and upholds the law. That is why Governor Bill Lee appointed him to the bench. The Republican primary is March 5th. Let's keep Jamie Brooks as our Republican chancellor in Anderson County.
Dad always worked hard, and even though he could never tell me exactly what he did at the lab, I knew he was doing it for us. He was always there for me, for all of us. But now it's my turn to keep him safe. It's good to know there's help.
To find out how to get all the benefits you or your loved one has earned with their medical benefits card, call the home option and see how we can help.
welcome back to Exigent Sports. I'm your host, Coach DJ Pendergrass. Right now, alongside with me, I have a legend, Sean Green. How you doing?
Legend. I'm good. I don't know about legend.
You are a legend, man.
I'm good, man. How you doing?
If you're talking about training for basketball, you're talking about Sean Green in this local area, and you do a great job at it.
I appreciate that. I mean, I've been blessed to be around, a lot of people and learn what it is to develop athletes. So, I take a lot of credit to, God put me in place with the right people. And then on top of that, I just got to, take it further myself and be a professional. So, a lot of it's learned and a lot of it is, just me being the player I was.
Absolutely. So who is Sean Green?
Man, dad, husband, trainer, Christ follower.
Yes.
Mentor. Just whatever I can be that's going to bring positivity. If messy was as a characteristic, my wife would say that's who I am. You know what I mean? I'm messy around the house. So I get in trouble about that a lot. So
sounds like you're a man.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Exactly.
I get that same heat from my house, man. That's all good, man.
Sure.
So what brought you into training?
Honestly, man, the first thing I wanted to do was coach. And I coached for, a little bit, but I kept recognizing the fact that players were struggling with having the tools to actually play.
Right.
So then I kind of started, working some people out, small time, under the table, helping a couple college guys that I knew. And then it just kind of fell into a passion where I was like, man, this is my niche.
Right.
And I feel like I could do something with it.
Name some of those college players, probably now NBA players that you've held.
Of course, Jordan Bowden has played professionally in the G League and, of course, gone overseas to do very well in France right now. You have Admiral Schofield.
Yes.
That whole team, like I worked with pretty much everyone except for Grant. Me and Grant can never get our schedules together.
Oh, okay.
But I've worked with all of those guys, including a lot of Lady Vols that's made it. You got, Ray Burrell. Avina Westbrook, Mimi Jackson, Mercedes Russell. The list goes.
No doubt.
Goes on,
No doubt. You have some notable names. That's why I want you to mention those names. And they chose you. Like I said, you're a legend. Like you may not see it, right? But outside looking in, people want you, right? If they can get your services, that's who they want. And if anyone that needs trainers, youth, boy, girl, I've witnessed, what he does. So, we're going to contact him. You're going to contact him, and you're going to see what the steps it's going to take for you to prepare. And with that being said, what would you suggest for those young middle school, high school athletes that have ambitions to play collegiate ball?
For me, it's just, understanding who you are as a player, understanding your strengths and weaknesses. Also, understanding what it takes to get there, how much time it takes, being patient with development, actually doing more than just showing up to your practices and games. Of course, one of my bigger clients, Admiral Schofield at Orlando Magic, he's a fiend for getting better.
Right.
At that level, you would think, of course they're going to work for it, but he's really a student of the game.
Right.
So I just say become a student of the game, work really hard. My daughter said it earlier, make sacrifices, and just really push. Just really push.
Absolutely. How important is training in the process? How important is it to get that extra training?
It's major now. So I think at some point on ESPN, it was someone that said if you're not working with a trainer by now, you're behind.
Right.
Because the reality of it is and there's no knock to coaches, they don't have all the time in the world to do skill development. Right? You know what I mean? And I feel like it's up to kids to take the responsibility of that. So, I feel like the coach-trainer relationship could be better. You got some guys you'll be talking to soon from Oliver Springs that I work with, and, of course, their coach brings them to me. You know what I mean? His son and another player. So I think, that relationship has to get better so kids can actually see, hey, this is another avenue of getting better other than just learning plays and, going hard for the system the coach wants to learn. So getting training is really big.
Absolutely.
Really big.
And I attest to that. I've been coaching for many, many, many years, and especially at youth league, you get 30 minutes to an hour, right? You got to just say an hour, and that's just not enough time to really to even come up with a practice plan, right?
Sometimes only once a week.
Exactly.
In youth leagues.
Once or twice a week. So if you're, you really want to reach the next level, it's important to not only take the guidance that you're getting from your coach, but that coach only has a limited time, even if it's at middle school or high school, to really prepare you. So it's very important that you find a trainer. And I have one right here on set that I highly suggest. Now tell somebody how to get in touch with you.
Of course, we have our website, Priority One, like the number right here on the shirt. Like, nope, this side. There we go. Number one. I'm looking at the camera, messed up. The number one, PriorityOneAthletics.com is our website. Has all information about both of our locations. Of course, we have one in Oliver Springs and, of course, one in Knoxville. You can also follow social media. Instagram is my biggest, so it's just, at Priority One Athletics, spelled out exactly how I just said.
Right.
And, of course, phone numbers and everything there. If you want to get trained, you can contact myself. Contact me anywhere on any of those avenues, and we'll get back to you and definitely give you the information you need to get out there and train.
Absolutely, and we do this for small market schools, a lot of small market areas, Oliver Springs, Wartburg, Cofield, and so you having a training facility right in Oliver Springs is huge. So make sure you utilize those websites. Make sure you contact Priority One Athletics. Make sure you get in touch with Shine Green. Guys, you just go on the website and just see a lot of things that he's already done. You've heard of the people that he's already helped. His daughter is already being looked at certain collegiate colleges.
She all right.
and what's funny? I asked him about his daughter a long time ago, and he said, she's all right.
Hey, man, got to keep her on her toes. I mean, honestly, I'm proud of her and what she's done.
Yeah.
But it's still a lot to learn. Like, I'm not that biased dad, and sometimes my wife has to remind me, like, I'm being too hard.
Right.
Or, like, be a little bit more positive. And I don't mean to come off negative. I just want to make sure she's always pressing to get to the next level instead of, being satisfied with just local success.
Keeping her uncomfortable.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and that's important because you get stagnated when you get comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about our Bolo Player of the Week. I don't know if you know Jaden Capshaw. Jaden Capshaw, he's a kid from Loudon. Awesome player. He's a junior. Last year he made all-district, all-region tournament. He was named the county MVP. He averages 21.5 points a game and has a 3.2 GPA. This kid's 16 years old. He probably could be a sophomore right now, so he's a very young junior. He also played all-state baseball player. He was freshman of the year, and last year he was district and all-district tournament as a right fielder. So this guy, yes, this guy's a super athlete. Be on the lookout, Jaden Capshaw. This guy, he's from Loudon. Just look him up. You can find him on Max Preps. Just type in his name and go check out a lot of his highlights. The kid is a baller, man.
Oh, for sure.
Here we go. Here goes some highlights here.
A little pull up. I see it.
I mean, sharp.
Like he has some decent size.
Yes, he does. He's probably about, I say, 6'1", 6'2", but a sharp shooter.
Low key,
Look at that D.
I don't see everybody that often, but I think he's might have come to Priority One like once.
His dad
once
is
or twice.
Corey Capshaw.
I think he has been, but I haven't had him like a lot.
Right.
It was like short, like real quick.
Well, I'm gonna talk to his dad and see if we can make that.
We need to get that going.
Yeah,
Let's make that work now.
We can make that change.
But I like what I see though.
Yes. He's a baller. He plays ball on both sides of the court. Basketball is his sport for sure. He's great at baseball as well. But the kid's a sharpshooter. He plays on both sides of the court. Offense and defense. And he's a terror out there, man. Like I said, he's averaging like 21.5 points a game right now.
That's tough.
Yeah, he's real tough. And I have to thank my producers for even getting that on there. I appreciate it. That's really good. Thank you so much
Give
for
him a
showing
round
that,
of applause
guys.
for that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Shout out to you, Jaden. Bolo Player of the Week. Guys, be on the lookout for Jaden. He is our Bolo Player of the Week. Look at him.
The pull up.
Yes.
That's tough.
Yes.
That's tough.
Yes. Now, who do we have on the bench?
You have some stellar athletes and a dope coach.
A dope coach, no doubt.
You got Ethan. You got my man Jay.
Yes, yes.
You know what I mean? You got Coach Lance right there. You know what I'm saying?
Lance. Now, I used to play ball with Lance back in the day, and I tried everything I could just to dunk on him.
So you got all the good stories, huh?
I got all the
good
stories.
stories.
All
right?
the good stories. But we're going to find out a lot more about Oliver Springs, Lance Jones, Jaden, and Ethan right when we get back from this break.
Chancellor Jamie Brooks has been practicing law in Anderson County for over 30 years. He knows our community, our people, and our values. He's a conservative with the experience and temperament you want in a judge. He listens courteously, considers thoughtfully, and upholds the law. That is why Governor Bill Lee appointed him to the bench. The Republican primary is March 5th. Let's keep Jamie Brooks as our Republican chancellor in Anderson County.
Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Scotty Dykes. While the insurance industry has changed over the years, our office offers auto, home, life, mortgages, and many other banking services, including retirement planning. So please give our office a call, text us, or email us, and we'll be happy to do business with you.
Commercial Metals Company is still a locally operated company that's serving the people of East Tennessee with convenient hours of operation. Commercial Metals buys all types of scrap metal. Nothing is too big or too small. Still have that old clunker sitting around? We've been buying them for years. Commercial Metals are specialists in commercial scrap. We have what it takes to get any size job done. Commercial Metals encourages you to recycle responsibly. Scrap with only licensed dealers. Member of the TSRA and the ISRI. Commercial Metals Company. Turn that scrap into cash.
At Ferris, we want you to get the most out of your time and end each day feeling good. That's why we pioneered exclusive lawnmower suspension technology, allowing for full-speed mowing, even over the roughest terrain. Grow your business by getting more done in less time with Ferris. Ferris. Work hard, feel good. Found exclusively at independent Ferris dealers.
Daniel Forrester has been trusted by Anderson County families for nearly 2 decades. Daniel has appeared in Anderson County Chancery, Circuit, Sessions, and Juvenile Court thousands of times over the past decade. A Rule 31 mediator, Daniel has been trusted to mediate hundreds of cases across Anderson County. A community leader, Daniel has worked closely with local officials to make Anderson County a better place. A conservative and dedicated husband and father, Daniel's faith has shaped his character and integrity. On March 5th, vote Daniel Forrester for Anderson County Chancellor.
Dad always worked hard, and even though he could never tell me exactly what he did at the lab, I knew he was doing it for us. He was always there for me, for all of us. But now it's my turn to keep him safe. It's good to know there's help.
To find out how to get all the benefits you or your loved one has earned with their medical benefits card, call the home option and see how we can help.
Welcome back to Exigent Sports. Oliver Springs is in the building. Everybody know how much I love Oliver Springs, and for so many reasons. And this guy right here to my left is one big reason. Lance Jones, how you doing?
I'm good, buddy.
How long you been coaching, man?
Whew.
I mean,
I don't. It's been so long. I don't even know the answer to that.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, man.
Long time.
I coached youth club for a long time. I was coaching middle school for 9 years. Took a year off, and now I'm in high school.
Yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you was on that stellar team that played Oak Ridge and took them all the way down to the last few minutes of the ball game.
It actually wasn't in Oak Ridge. It was actually at Bearden.
It was at Bearden?
It was at Bearden.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the Sweet 16 tournament. It's been a long time, DJ, but I'm pretty sure it was at Bearden. But, yeah, it was I think Halston Lane scored with a few seconds left.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
No, I was on that team. It might have been.
I think it was.
Hey, how long has that been?
That's been a long time. Name some of the players that was on that team.
Oh, man. You got John Green. I got to start with the GOAT, Travis Williams.
Yes, sir. That's the name I want to hear.
Yeah, it's you talk about Oliver Springs basketball, that's number one in my book. There's been some good ones, but he's my number one. He had Craig Price, Chris White, the greatest 5'9" post player I've ever seen, Mark Webby. I mean, the list goes on. Dwayne Massengale.
Yeah. Some great players, man. And I talked about Lindsey Walker coming to the gym and playing ball.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, when you, Travis, and a couple more of your friends was there, man, it was a battle playing with you guys all the time. We looked at you like we're just going to tear them up.
Oh.
And that never happened. Never happened.
We had some players back in the day.
Real hoopers.
Yeah.
Real hoopers.
Oh, yeah.
Now, how many times did you get the dunk?
Shoot, I can't even count, man. I can't even count. If we're considering touching the rim, Duncan, I could touch the rim a little bit.
So you started coaching middle school. What year was that?
Oh, I don't even know.
It's for Oliver Springs, though?
Yeah. 11 years ago. So, what was that? 2012, something like that.
And when did you take over the high school?
This is my first year.
First year of high school?
Yep.
Have you ever coached at the high school level before?
No, this is it.
What's changed for you?
Oh, a lot. I mean, a lot. I got to learn to grow. I mean, I'm trying to put good people around me. Like you just had Sean Green in here. I try to be a smart coach.
Right.
He knows a lot about basketball. I
Right.
try to send my guys. I try to encourage them to go there. I mean, these two right here, they've taken a little bit off because it's in season. It's hard to get there. We're playing 3 games a week, but I mean, I had 4 guys probably there every chance they got. I mean, so I try to grow like that. I'm not one of these guys that I just want them to learn from me. I want them to learn from everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. How important is training for you?
Oh, it's very important. Very important. I mean, that's a big, like Sean said, that's a big thing that's lacking these days. I mean, I don't understand why places like NLP aren't busting at the seams with kids in there. I don't understand it. I don't know if it's coaches. I don't know what it is, but.
And for you guys that don't know what NLP is, it's next level performance that's in Oliver Springs, and that's where Sean Green does his training, one of his gyms that he uses. But I agree, man. And this past year, I think we had AAU basketball, and one of the biggest things that you want to make sure that NLP had was a trainer.
Oh, yeah.
And we was able to get Sean Green as a trainer and train some of those guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it's big. I mean, to me, that was a selling point to come to the AAU program is Sean.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, so shout out to Sean again and that next level performance doing some great things down there. Now, Lance, I love you as a coach. I had Aaron Green on here one day, and I was telling him that, if my boy was to play ball, I would want him to be coaching them because Aaron Green has a great program. But I've watched you coach, and you've allowed me to coach your son over the years. And your son's amazing, by the way. But when my son played for you, I always felt like he had the fair opportunity. You was going to treat him right. If he was doing wrong, you were going to get in his butt. And, but I feel like that you as a coach, you always try to do the right things. I've seen you come up with some great game plans and things of that nature. Now, moving from middle school to high school, how does your game plan change?
It's changed a lot. I mean, it's high school. You got to put a lot more work in. I mean, middle school, you could get away with knowing a couple of players, and now you better know 1 through 8 in high school, and you better know what they can do. And it's a lot. It's a lot more to do.
Yeah.
But I love it.
No doubt.
Bring it on.
Yeah, no doubt. So, are you telling me you're doing more film study on other teams?
Most definitely. Which, I did a lot of film. I did a lot of film in middle school too, but it's definitely. You definitely got to be in contact with other coaches, and it's definitely more.
And how do you prepare that? Like, do you have somebody going out to record those games, or you just pick them up on?
Man, I'm telling you right now, it's with the technology these days, it's a lot easier. You can get on several different websites. I remember back in middle school, we had a big game versus I don't know, it was a big sectional game, and I had to Facebook stalk a mom and get her video just to do my scout on. Now, you can get on NFHS.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coaches don't care. I mean, it's.
Yeah, that's just part of it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
part of it. How do you feel about NIL?
Oh, I got mixed bags on that. I mean, I definitely think that it's a good thing. I don't like the way like colleges are getting to where kids are leaving schools for more money. They're asking. I don't like that about it, but I think they should get money.
Well, it's in high school now.
Oh yeah, and
the transfer portal's open up.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be
How
a
do you
mess.
feel about that?
It's gonna be a mess.
So is Oliver Springs involved with NIL at all?
No, I mean very little. I mean, we would love to be. I'm sure I got a couple guys here that would love to be involved in it. I mean, not really. Small town. I mean, it's
small town with major players. I mean, you got Kings on your team. I don't care how small the town is.
Hey, let's get some NIL money right here then.
You heard it first on Exigent Sports. Oliver Springs, we're going to figure out some NIL money. And I tell you what, we're going to contact those people down there at Nissan Oak Ridge, and we're going to see if they can load up some cash for the Kings in Oliver Springs. How about that?
That sounds good right there.
That sounds good, don't it? Right?
I'm
Might
all
even get a
aboard with
crowd.
that.
Yeah, I like that. Now, who do we have on the bench?
We got senior Javen Barger and sophomore Ethan Jones.
Javen Barger. I tell you what, is it Barger?
Barger.
Javen Barger, man, I've heard a lot of things about you. People were raving about you before the guys came over from football to basketball. Big number 0 was talked about a lot. And right now, you're leading the teams in rebounds. How do you prepare for a game and for practice? How do you get ready to come out and just show your talent?
I mean, I put on my headphones and I just listen to some of my favorite songs, and you just kind of get in that zone to get ready to, play your game.
Yeah. Now, how long have you been playing basketball?
Since I can remember, 3, 4.
Yeah. Do you play any other sports?
I played football last year, but I didn't play this year.
Why not?
Just a couple of reasons around it.
Okay. Do you plan on so is that the only other sport you played is the football?
Yeah, and I just play basketball now.
Okay. Now, do you have any aspiration of playing ball at a collegiate level?
It'd be nice to. I've always wanted to, but yeah, I want to.
So, big suggestion for you: make sure you go to some nice camps. Right? Go to some camps where they're ready for you, where they're prepared for you. Make sure you're getting those camps, because that's how you're going to get looked at, right? You can get on a good AAU team if you can, and but I think even the camps now are just as good as playing AAU ball, because if you don't get on the right team on AAU ball, I mean you're probably wasting your time.
I think camps is the way to go.
Yeah. Definitely camps is the way to go. So if I have any suggestion for you, make sure that you go find one of those great camps and go to as many as you can. And I think that is the way. And I've talked to many college coaches. I'm like, well, how do you pick your players? How do you pick your players? And in both sports, basketball and football, they say camps. AAU is great, 7x7 is great, but make sure you get some of those camps, okay?
Sir.
Ethan Jones. Man, I wanted you to be the number 4. You're number 23, right?
Yep.
I want you to be number 43. Why did I want you to be number 43?
E for 3.
E for 3. I can see it in the stands. It's gonna be an E, it's gonna be a 4, it's gonna be a 3. E for 3. E for 3. I can see it right now. E for 3.
Well, he's getting to that point because last year he couldn't make a 3. So this year he's shooting probably 50% from 3. So
really?
Yeah, I can get behind that this year.
Okay, it looks like he's averaging about 18 points a game.
Yeah.
18 points a game, and leading your team in scoring and assists. Ethan, how long have you been playing basketball?
Ever since I can remember, since 4 or 5, somewhere in there.
I can remember you playing at 4 and 5 years old, and for many, many years, you was the best player on your team. A lot of times it seems like the only player on the team. But how did that prepare you, for the level that you are now, having to pull the team, having to score the points, get the rebounds, make the passes? How did that prepare you?
It prepared for me a lot. I mean, now in high school I got a lot more help, but back then it was kind of, I had to carry the team a lot, but that's just preparing me for what's next, and hopefully try to get to the next level. Going to a small school, having to carry the team, hopefully it gets me to the next level.
Absolutely. So you do have plans to play collegiate ball?
Yes.
I for the past 3 years, I've told your daddy. He may have told you, may not have. I love the Tennessee Jays, buddy. I started them. I love them, and I love moving on to the team that was able to take our team so we can stay together. But if I have any suggestion for you, man, is you need to find you a real AAU team. I mean, you do. Your talent is exceptional. You find your way around the floor like Larry Bird. You shoot the ball like Stephen Curry. You can handle the ball, with the best of them. You know how to get in there and play with the big guys and box out. If you play AAU ball, man, as much as I would like to see you with the kids, with your dad or myself, man, find you an AAU team that's really getting out there because you have the skills to pay the bills. And I definitely want to see you continue that and grow as a basketball player because, be honest, Ethan, you're one of my favorite basketball players. And he says, was that Jason? Who's your favorite Olive Springs? Travis Williams. Ethan Jones, you are my favorite Oliver Springs basketball player, and in a lot of instances, you're just my favorite basketball player, period, because I've seen you play high competition. I've seen you play high-level competition. We've traveled. We've been to different states. We've been to big tournaments, and you're an amazing, amazing kid, so don't let your daddy put you on that team, okay? All right, boys, one more question. Javen, how's it playing for Coach Lance?
It's great. I enjoy it a lot. It's just like old times, just like middle school.
What about you, Ethan? How's it like playing for your dad?
Ups and downs. A lot of screaming, but I feel like he makes me the best player that I am, and he's made me the player I am today, so.
No doubt. No doubt. Can you beat your dad one-on-one?
No.
Of course. I'd say the only player I can't beat on one, maybe my sister, but she still got it, but he definitely.
I love that. Right now, we've talked about going to college, and I have a committed player. He's from Bearden. Do we have him ready yet? No. Let's get him prepared. And we talk about committed players of the week, and Ethan and Jay, I definitely want you guys. It looks like we may be getting a phone call here. Committed players of the week is Jaheim Merriweather. He is a football player that plays for Bearden. Coach Josh Jones, who's rocking Knoxville right now. If there's NIL going on and he gets involved in that, oh man, it might be trouble out there in Knoxville, because if anybody wants to play with the best, it's definitely going to be playing with Jaheim with Coach Jones. Let's see who we have on the line here. Thanks for calling Exigent Sports. Who we have on the line?
Brad Jones' daughter.
Brad Jones' daughter. How you doing, young lady?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for calling in. You have a question for me or Coach right here, or maybe one of the guys on the bench?
I do. I want to ask how this Music Cofield's game is going to go next week.
The Cofield game.
Yeah.
How do you think the Cofield game is going to go next week?
I mean, it's Cofield, so I mean, it's going to be rowdy.
It's going to be
rowdy.
E2-3.
It's gonna be a good game.
And there's a couple players on that Cofield team that I've coached and you've coached.
Waylon Burgess and Hambone.
Yeah, Hambone, no
I'm
doubt.
excited to see them too.
Yeah, I'm excited for that, and that'll definitely be a game that I'll be at. You'll see my face in there, and that's because I have to support and have to find my way to support them all, and that's definitely one of the games that I'm going to be at. Man, you have a load of games coming up, though, dude. You have Anderson County.
Yep.
You have Rockwood, Harriman, Oakdale, and followed up by Cofield.
Yeah. And then a week where we got Anderson County, Kingston, and Oneida in 1 week.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Are you playing basketball or are you boxing?
Yeah. We're going to have to talk about the schedule next year. We're going to have to do some.
Well, Brad Jones' daughter, thank you so much for calling in.
You're welcome.
All right. That was nice. And I told them every time. Do we have Merriweather yet? Okay. I told them every time we get a phone call, I'll get the game ball.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they got to give me the game ball here.
So you got another one.
Yeah. That Sean Green, I told him he was going to make me famous. Sean Green, I told him he was going to make me famous. And we're still on schedule here, so I don't mind to take calls. And, guys, the lines are open, 865-483-8112, or you can call toll-free at 866-412-8112. So that's definitely going to be – it is busy today. Let's see who we have on line 2 here. Line 1. Thank you for calling in to Exigent Sports. Who do we have on the line?
Jackson Jet.
Is that Ricky?
Yes, sir.
Ricky, you are the leading Steeler on the Oliver Springs High School varsity team. So you're still out there playing that hard defense, ain't it?
Yeah.
Ask him about that stat he messed up last night, though.
Uh-oh. What stat you messed up last night, Ricky?
I was calling in to let you know that I'm the best scorer on the team because I'm 15 for 16 on the season on shooting. So I think I'm the best basketball player we got. So I'm just gonna call and let you know.
Hey, it's not Oliver Springs if Ricky Jet ain't there, buddy. I love it, baby. Thank you so much for calling in. But tell me what it's like playing for Coach Jones here.
I love it. I love playing for him. He always trusts me. He knows I'm a defender. He doesn't ask me to score. He doesn't ask me to do anything more than steal the ball, take charges, and pass it to Ethan or Javen or whoever else is open. I love it.
It sounds like your dad, because your dad said, I had the best job in the world. I just get the ball and throw it to Lance. So it's a remake. It's a remake. Thank you so much, little Ricky, for calling in, man. I love you, dude. I always praying for you.
Yes, sir. Love you, too.
All right. We have Merriweather yet?
Yeah, he's on line 2.
Line 2. Is this Jaheim Merriweather?
Yes, sir.
You are my committed player of the week. How you doing, young man?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Man, I am blessed and excited to have you on the show. I just want to say thank you, first of all, for even taking the time to join this show here with me. Heard a lot of great things about you, watched you play ball. I love the way you run the ball and how you play just hard-nosed football, man. What brought you to the love of football?
You said what?
What brought you to the love of football? What made you love football and want to make you continue to play?
I really wasn't a football fan at first. When I first started playing, one of my friends said, let me join his team. And then, I was just good at it, so I started to love it.
Man, I always say on this show, if you got it, you got it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and obviously getting your commitment to Purdue, it obviously we know that you do have it. Tell us a little bit what it's like playing for the guru, Josh Jones.
Josh Jones, he had a good coach, treat everybody the same, everybody's family.
Absolutely, and I love Josh. He does a lot of great things going. He's always kept the ball rolling. And even in Little League, he always made sure he played some of the best teams. So he put a great schedule together for you guys today. This year. How was that competition, this year for you guys?
It was great competition. I really didn't get to play many games, but, it was way better than Nashville competition.
Absolutely. Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely. So you have a commitment to Purdue. Tell us a little bit about that, and why did you pick Purdue?
Great school, great coaches, great teammates. That's where I fitted the best, so that's why I chose them.
Absolutely. And school-wise, how do you view your education? How important is that for you?
I'm definitely going to take advantage of it. It's free, so why not?
Absolutely. And I always tell everybody, if you get that college degree, if you get that, commitment, you can go to college for free, you won.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you won. I mean, bottom line, son, you won. So, yeah, absolutely take advantage of that. Do you have any dreams to play NFL ball?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Man, so like I tell all my players that come on, if you have a dream to make it to the professionals, make sure you don't count out all the other opportunities other than being a player. There's coaches, there's referees, there's trainers, there's just so many different fields under one roof that you can find a job and still rub elbows with, NFL players and still, make a great career for yourself and make yourself a lot of money. So thank you so much, Jaheim, for joining the show. You are our committed player of the week. I'm always praying for you. I wish you the best, and I will be watching out for you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
That was good. That was good. Josh Jones got a lot of great things going on out there in Bearden, and I think he's going to continue that. I'm going to have to get Josh Jones to see what his dream job is, because I think at one point, I don't even know if he went to coach high school, and now he's at the high school level. Yeah. So I wonder if he wants to take that on to college. So, Josh Jones, I'm coming for you. I'm on my way. I'm coming for you. Look, let's talk about the standings. And I'm going to give you a couple pieces of paper, Lance. I'm going to give you a couple pieces of paper here. And on top for the boys' standings, 4A District 3, the phone lines are open. You guys want to call in, have a question for Coach Jones. We also have Ethan and Jay on the bench if you guys want to have a question for them or myself. The standings, 4A District 3, look like Pala's on top, and they've been on top there, followed by Oak Ridge, and Campbell County is following at the end of that. Do you have any insight on any of those teams?
Well, we played Campbell County in the Anderson County Christmas tournament. I mean, played with them for about a half, and then it went downhill quick after that.
Is that where Ethan had a whole bunch of points, though?
Nah, he probably had a whole bunch of turnovers, probably.
So standings in 3A District 4, we have Anderson County number 1, and following up with that is, it looks like Cumberland Gap. So Gibbs, Scott County, Clinton, Union County, and Cumberland Gap. Anderson County, you play tomorrow.
Yeah, we've already played them once.
Yeah.
We played them in the Christmas tournament, and then, we got them again tomorrow, and then another time at third place.
Yeah, okay. It should be an exciting game. That's going to be a tough feat for you. They got that Hall kid, real tall.
Yeah.
And
they got a couple of weapons. I mean, they're a good basketball team. Jordan Jeffers does a good job with them. So that's a tough matchup for us.
Look at that. I like that.
That's what we want, though.
Yeah, that's right. That's how you get great. That's how you become great. Standings in 1A District 4. We're talking about Oakdale, Harriman, Rockwood, Greenback, and Midway. Harriman's leading that. Harriman, you guys play Harriman in a couple days too. Yeah. Like about three or 4 days, right?
Yep.
You guys play Harriman, and Oliver Springs Harriman, that's always going to be a good game to come to just because it's local. It's close, and the people's going to come out. But they have the Jordan McCullum.
Yep.
Who was doing amazing things, and also another kid that's been with the Tennessee Jays, Henderson, and so familiar faces.
Oh yeah,
familiar faces.
He's got some pieces to go around Jordan. So they're a good basketball team.
Absolutely. Standings 1A District 3, Jellicoe. It looks like they're 2-0 in the district. You guys are 3-1 in the district.
Yep.
So you guys, you're still behind them. You're still in second place there.
Yep. Yeah.
You played them as well.
Yeah.
That game, I know for a fact Ethan went off.
That game he did go off. He had 33 that game.
Yes, and a lot of assists as well.
Yeah.
So I think he had like 10 rebounds or maybe that game.
Yeah,
10 or 11.
He had 12.
12. Yeah.
The sister said 11, so yeah. 11.
Yeah. Okay.
Sister's my bookkeeper. She's pretty much right every time. So she said he had 11. So
okay. Yeah, I know he went off on that game. So that's definitely going to be interesting to watch you guys now. How do you feel about your district, where you are, and who do you have to play to make it to the state?
I mean, we got a tough. I mean, Jellicoe's a really good basketball team. I mean, but we all know the road goes through Harriman to go anywhere from our side.
Yeah.
And then after that, I mean, it just gets tough. It just keeps getting tougher and tougher. I mean,
no doubt. Well, in the girls, looks like in 1A District 3, Sunbright is just killing, and those girls, those ladies is not letting up at all. They are, you know my saying, all gas, no brakes.
Oh, yeah.
They are the definition of all gas, no brakes, with 1 8th grader and 4 seniors playing. Yeah. And I finally got that coach's contact. So Sunbright, I'm on my way. You girls have to come on. I'm excited for that. Standings in 1A District 4, we have Midway leading Midway girls is leading the way there. 2-0 in the district, and it's Harriman, Oakdale, Greenback, and Rockwood in that order. You have anything on the Oakdale girls?
No, I didn't see them play. I didn't get to catch that game.
Okay.
We were in the locker room preparing that, so I didn't get to see the Oakdale game. I saw the Midway game. Midway's a really good basketball team. Yeah.
And you guys fight good with those guys. I've seen Midway and Olive Springs play, and it seems like that's always a good battle.
Oh, it's
too.
always a battle. Yeah,
always a good battle.
Which
there.
I mean, in our region, not just our district. There's a bunch of teams that are just scrappy, that are always fighting. Yeah, so I mean, it's a good region to be in.
Yeah, no doubt. Moving on to the standings in 3A District 4, Clinton is number 1 right now, and at the end of that caboose, we have Oak Ridge girls.
That was a good game the other night, wasn't it?
Oh, sorry, that's Anderson County in that district. But, yes, yesterday that was an amazing game. Yeah. Came down to the wire. I think Porter had a chance to make a free throw to tie it up, 2 to win it, and she missed both of them.
Tough.
It was tough, but and she's been out, for a while, and I'm glad that she's back in it. But those girls in Clinton, you can't take anything away from them. They've been fighting, been scrapping all year. And right here on Exigent Sports, Corey Benjamin said if this is the year that they're going to beat them, it's going to be this year. Oh. And they haven't beat them in 33 years.
Yeah.
Is it 33 years? I want to since 90. Yeah. 1990 was the last time Clinton got a victory over Oak Ridge girls. Oh, wow. Yeah, so shout out to Oak Ridge for staying strong, but a bigger shout out to Clinton for breaking that curse. Shout out to you guys. And let's see, who do we have left? Standings 4A District 3. We have Powell. Those girls are leading in their district, and Oak Ridge in that district, they're last. So you got Corns, Kimber County Halls, and Knox Central there. So, and I'm super excited, for the girls, and we definitely got to get more girls in on the show. We've talked to some great legends. I've been able to talk to Mia Green today.
Oh, yeah.
And I hope she has a resolution. And speaking of the resolution, our word of the day. Our word of the day is resolution. It is a firm decision to do or not to do something. She kept her resolution not to see Derek anymore. That's Derek Jett.
Yeah, that's a good resolution.
That's
for her.
She kept her resolution not to see Jett anymore. So resolution is a firm decision to do or not to do something. Did you come up with a resolution?
I did. Our team came up with a resolution. You guys want to share what our resolution is?
Let's take it to the bench and see what the resolution is.
No excuses.
Yeah.
No excuses.
We have a tendency to make a lot of excuses on this basketball team. So we came up in 2024, we're not going to make excuses anymore. So
there it is.
Yeah.
The word of
That's
the day.
Our resolution.
The word of the day is resolution, and Oliver Springs actually has one.
Yes.
No excuses. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. No excuses. So on Exigent Sports, we talk about the exigent. Exigent means pressing. It means demanding. All of your games are pressing. All of your games are demanding. But what exactly is the exigent when you play Harriman?
Oh, man. It's just a rivalry game. It's just I don't want to say hate, because I love all them guys.
Right.
But it's just a game where we like to get after it. We like to get after it. Both teams like to get after it. We both like to talk a little bit. I had to say something to the referee. He was wanting to call a technical and a hammer. I'm like, man, don't ruin a good basketball game.
Right.
These kids they like each other. They ain't gonna get in no fight.
Right.
They just want to go at each other. So
right.
I mean,
well, it looks like we have a call. Let's take this call here on line 1. Thanks for calling in. Caller, who's on the line?
This is Danny Witt.
DW, how you doing, young man?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm blessed. Thank you for calling in. You have a question for Lance or myself, or maybe the guys on the bench?
I just wanted to go to the bench. I just seen Javen on there, and I know I seen him some years back playing AAU, and he was kind of holding back, and I told him, don't play with your mind, just play. Just let it go, just play. And I just wanted to let him know how much I was proud of him.
Man, I greatly appreciate that, Danny. I have about 15 seconds before I got to get off air. That is very noted. Thank you so much for calling in and supporting the show. Sharing is caring, and much love to you, brother. Always praying for you.
Thank you very much.
All right. That was great. So, Brad Jones, I need the game ball. We're getting calls today. I need the game ball.
What happens when you got Oliver Springs on here, buddy?
I love it. I love it. Hey, next week, we have a great show coming up next week. We're going to get Robertsville Rams out here. We're going to talk about the MLK game, and I have a surprise guest. I'm not going to tell you who it is yet, all right? Until next time, I always love you. Take care of yourself. Happy New Year.